Hello and welcome back to another edition of our Superintendent's Video Newsletter. For this edition, I had the opportunity to be able to welcome Dr. Matt Schmidt, the 2025 Michigan Superintendent of the Year, who is also our neighbor just to the north in Bay County at Bangor Township Schools. Join me as we listen into the dialogue.
Dr. Schmidt, thanks for being here and joining me today at Saginaw ISD in our Saginaw room. What a pleasure to have you on campus today as the 2025 Michigan State Superintendent of the Year. What an incredible honor. Can you talk to me a little bit about what this means to you and your school district and where you envision this next year going with this incredible honor?
Yeah, so still surprised to hear it, like even when you just said it a minute ago. It really is, and I said this in my acceptance speech, it isn't about the individual, it's about the district. I think it really elevates a lot of the incredible work that's been going on in our district. We have such a supportive community. We just passed a bond here recently. Every time we've asked, they've answered the bell, which has been fantastic. We have just such hardworking staff. We're creating innovative programming. We're doing right by kids every day. So while it's nice to see my name on the award, I truly do believe it's an award for our district, and I'm just holding it up.
I giggle simply because of the fact that there is a name on the award, but it really has less to do with it. There's an incredible amount of vision and leadership and the moxie that goes into it, but this is about team and community and students and partnerships and businesses. It's about all those things, and that's what I've always loved so much about you is your humility, which I'm sure is why you are the 2025 Superintendent of the Year. No,
it is. You're absolutely right. And I never want to miss that business piece either, because it does take the whole community. I tell you, we're doing some special things in Bangor Township, and it is just so nice for our entire community to be recognized.
What I love so much about this is that this is a regional award in the Great Lakes Bay region in Bay County, and we're here in Saginaw County, but we're all in this together. This is all about every single kid, every single day, regardless of zip code. Mm-hmm. And I love that 2025 is being recognized in Bay County, right here. Our offices are only 10 miles apart.
Yes.
And what our viewers may not know is that you and I started out in 2008 together as assistant principals at Bay City Handy Middle mm-hmm. School. And I had this incredibly flattering privilege to be last year's 2024 Superintendent of the Year. Our offices are 10 miles apart. We started out together. Can you share what that perspective is? Is it as special to you as it's been to me on such an unbelievable narrative?
Yeah, we've talked about this several times, right? Going back to the day when we both entered administration. No, it was an incredible experience. It was trial by fire. We were huddled in a little office together because our building was going through construction. So we really learned on the job together. It's very fitting that we would be Superintendents of the Year 1 year apart, which I think is
it's so ridiculous to even think of that and how unique that is to have two adjoining counties with our offices 10 miles apart.
It is, but I would say, take notice. We are a great region for education. You know that. There are a lot of great people in our region. Again, I think we carry the torch for all those people and all the great leaders that we have. But it is fun to look back and think of the time together and then where we're at now in our careers, and it's pretty special.
Aren't we so unbelievably blessed?
We are.
These are confusing times in education. These are difficult times. And I continue to use my voice to say that leadership is at a premium, but leadership still only reflects the greater community. Mm-hmm. And you handle that aspect of leadership so incredibly well with such grace as a regional and state leader. And I just want to thank you first and foremost.
Appreciate that.
On the heels of that, I'd like to know, what does this mean for you and your family, your extended family, your wife, your kids? What does this mean as you model it for your school community, but also your personal family?
It's amazing. So obviously I'm married with 3 boys, and they're adult boys. But honestly, everything we do for our family, we lead by example. We do it in our jobs, we do it in our personal lives. And I think just seeing my boys witness the experience that our families went through, since I won the award has really been validating. Not only I think for them and for us as a family, but it validates all the long days, the hours, the time away from family, sometimes having to miss events, sometimes prioritizing other students or other kids before your kids. I think for them, winning the award showed them that missing that time with them in their world in the long run was somewhat worth it. And I think they have a better understanding that we were able to elevate the lives of other kids by sometimes sacrificing time with them.
Where do you see your ability to continue to impact positive change as a result for the rest of this school year and calendar year based on the recognition that you've received?
You know, I think we talk a lot about systems, continuing to refine the systems that are in place, continuing to identify and grow young leaders, putting better systems in our buildings in place. I think all that stuff is critical. So almost the paying it forward. There's a lot to be said about an organization that you lead when you're there. I think there's more to be said about the organization after you leave. I've been in some wonderful organizations where the leader has left and the organization has continued to thrive. And I've been in organizations where it's been just the opposite, right? The successful ones and your legacy is, after you step out, did you create a system that continues to thrive? And that's what I'll continue to work on.
Well, as one of my dearest friends, a colleague from the first day, July 1, 2008, when we first met each other, sitting in the construction zone that we were in a makeshift office, to today, the manifestation of back-to-back recognitions to be able to represent our communities, our students, our families, everything that we do in education, to be able to pay it forward. I'm so grateful for you. I'm grateful for you representing all of us, and we're in this together, and I just cannot wait to continue to celebrate you throughout the year. Thanks for joining me today.
Amen. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm very grateful to have had my friend, Dr. Matt Schmidt, join me for this conversation. I wish to congratulate him, his family, and the entire Bangor Township School District on this incredible accolade. How amazing to have back-to-back Superintendents of the Year in the Great Lakes Bay region, and what a testament to the school systems that we have here in Michigan. Until next time, I look forward to seeing you soon.